Are we talking Superman? Are you ready to,
yeah, Wade ought to open up.
I don't remember hardly any of it.
Wade, you liked Superman, right?
I really liked Superman. Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah.
Give me all your full thoughts.
I mean, like, I was going to go in and see it by myself, and then my wife was pissed because she's like, I wanted to see it. I was like, oh, well, fine. And I was kind of bitchy, but like, now I can't see the movie. But then we saw it, and you know what? I'm glad I saw it with somebody else. You know, and just something about me for some reason. You know, that whole thing where people talk about when they get on a plane and they watch a movie on a plane and it makes them cry. Have you ever heard that phenomena?
I haven't.
I could see that though.
Yeah, I think there was a This American Life episode about it 10 years ago or something.
Okay.
But like something about being on a plane or something, people cry in watching movies on planes that are like ridiculous, that they would never get emotional about. Like I watched the new Karate Kid with the fucking Jackie Chan in the backseat, watched it without sound on the screen in front of me one time. And I got all emotional in like an airplane or whatever.
Oh, you were crying over Jaden Smith?
Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck? Like, and you know, that's the extreme. Like, God, Wade. You know, I don't know.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I know, right? So like, what the fuck is happening? I don't.
When did
I don't
you cry?
Know. Huh?
When were you
in that movie did I cry? I don't know. It was
the Pa Kent.
No, you talk about
Superman.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. As I've gotten older, I fucking weep every time I go in the movie. I cry in movies all the fucking time if I just get overwhelmed. Like just in big spectacles, it doesn't even take much. Like Fury Road, I cried all the time just because I was overwhelmed by it.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Superman, I cried all the time. I mean, even it's like fucking trailers do it to me now. As I've gotten older, for some reason, I get a lot more emotional and things. And the Superman movie did it for me.
You know why that is. You know why that is, right? And I want to say that I cry too more than I used to.
Yeah.
It's our estrogen levels going up as we age.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So what about it made you brought that kind of emotionality out in you?
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of it is just Superman is such an iconic kind of thing,
Sure.
and I hate it.
You were really looking forward to this maybe more than me. Like you have a real attachment to Superman, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, like since after I had kids and stuff, like you know, Batman was always the cooler, you know, between the superheroes. Like, oh, Batman's, and then you know, coming up in the 80s and 90s, it was like, oh, he was, you know, that's when he got all edgy and stuff, and that was so much cooler. Yeah, Batman versus, you know, the cult and all that stuff.
Right.
But you know what?
Is
like
that Kelly Jones? Is that who?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. The one that did the breaking of Batman? His back?
No, it was before that.
Which one are you?
This is the cult is standalone story.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the story?
I think Grant Morrison, Kelly Jones, I think.
Yeah, but you know, like Batman was always cooler, but then like as I get old, you know what? Like the idealism and just like the hope and like Superman just stands for goodness in some ways, you know,
Sure.
like to, you know, being
Yeah.
And so like when I had kids, like I think I'd rather my kids be into Superman and just than being cynical, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Batman's the cynical one, and then Superman's the idealistic guy that you want, you know, whatever. And after the Man of Steel, like I was like I hated Man of Steel so much.
Yeah.
You know, I said to you guys over there, I was like, I just want a Superman movie I could take my kids to. I'm not taking my kids to this one because there's a lot, you know, they don't need the geopolitical shit and whatever my kids are wimps.
They don't care about if something's on the record or not when it comes to journalism. That big long. There's a lot of. It's not a Superman for 5-year-olds in terms of first if they can't read the opening title card. There's just a lot of front-loaded information that does it.
Right.
It really.
But on the other hand, like it does have like if you did the story beats down, it has a lot of action in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there is a lot, they're not very consequential and they come at you very fast, but there's a lot of fighting in it.
Sure.
It's just not a lot of high stakes fighting.
Right.
So I could see that like a kid, enjoys that.
Yeah.
And then I get that like adults are thinking like there's not enough action. And I was like, I don't know what you I guess you mean like Man of Steel, like horrifying like nightmare kind of shit, I guess at the end.
Yeah.
But like
I don't want that. I mean, I want a Superman who his whole thing, Superman can do anything, but what makes Superman interesting is that he wants to save everybody.
Sure.
mm-hmm.
And that, and he can. That's where the conflict comes out. Like, and I like
You like the squirrel scene?
I did like the squirrel scene. Yeah.
Apparently he had to fight DC on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? That doesn't even make sense. Why would he have to fight DC on that?
Yeah, wait.
Why?
They thought it would, in some part of their mind, they're like,
but people
Actually,
really.
That was sort of like an ingenious little part.
yeah, I think maybe it's a very declarative statement against Zack Snyder.
Right.
And Man of Steel.
And they're worried about pissing off the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Because they're politicized and mobilized.
That, and I think they thought might be, for the Funko Pop American, they might find it too stupid. Well, we want superheroes are serious business guys.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. And if you're taking Funko Pop seriously, then like I encountered my first, over the last weekend, I told you guys I ran into my first I didn't like that Superman movie because it's too political and anti-Israel. I was like, God damn it. Seriously, you're telling on yourself. But the whole point, why'd you get involved?
I did think that the leader of that country was I was kind of like, that kind of looks like a Goebbels cartoon. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying it was too much.
I'm saying it was there.
I think the analogy is apt. I do.
I'm not saying it's not apt, but good. Sure, it's there, but also his reasoning for getting involved. Well, they were gonna fucking kill people, and Superman is not standing for that. You know what? I like Superman because
it doesn't make him a function of the government.
Yeah,
which is always. Yeah, the government owns Superman and he's coming to kill you. Is I don't want that.
Yeah. No, you want a Superman.
The Dark Knight Returns, where he's hanging out with Ronald Reagan, and he's like,
yeah.
You know what to do, my boy.
Yeah, but Superman being like, what? I'm just gonna talk in broad terms.
We can spoil it, I think, right?
Oh yeah. Just it's as simple as well, they were gonna kill people. I have unlimited power.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm against that. So why would I'm not going to let that happen if I can. And that's all
the movie really didn't bother me.
Yeah.
From moment to moment, I was just some moments I was mildly entertained. And, sometimes it felt like it just kind of putted along. I mean, it was, like I said, it's kind of just fine for me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got what you wanted out of it. I do kind of just bristle at how everything has to be kind of metatextual. That kind of gets exhausting. I didn't even think about the squirrel scene in relationship to Zack Snyder. I just thought it was clever.
Well, that's why metatextualism doesn't. I mean, we're in the meta modern age.
Yeah.
I guess that's I don't know. I feel like that's like candy I go diving for. It's not on the surface. I have to read that into it,
Right. If people want to get upset because it's not like that, putting that in there isn't a finger to Zack Snyder.
Well, I mean, casting Darwin as Mr. Terrific is a little...
I don't know how inside baseball... I mean, I don't think I put that... I don't remember him as Darwin.
Oh.
So, see, I mean, this only comes with, I think I view that as a side effect of me just being a beast of this, consuming this shit for as many decades as I have, that I carry all this kind of
right.
It's going to be metatextual whether I mean for it to be or not,
right? Right. It's not just because he saved a squirrel is it an overt thing that everybody's picking up on. He's saying that to say fuck you, but no, if you're getting offended because it's not Zack Snyder enough because he saved the squirrel, it's kind of tailored on yourself, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
How did this do money wise? Is it still like going along?
I think it's a success in the new paradigm of superhero movies.
Yeah.
Meaning that it's not doing like Batman versus Superman numbers, but I think this is going to be like closest thing to a success. I think this will be a high watermark for a while. It's been better than Fantastic Four.
Right.
And
I'm the only one of us who's seen that, right?
Yes. If I go to a movie this weekend, it's to see Naked Gun. I ain't seeing Fantastic Four. So.
Right.
Well,
Naked Gun. I'm shocked by the reviews of Naked Gun.
I know it's Naked Gun.
I'm like, how good is this? Like, yeah,
right. They're like, it's gonna save stupid comedies. Like, okay,
yeah. So I'm like, okay, and I like the first Naked Gun.
Yeah.
And I like the casting of Liam Neeson. I love Pamela Anderson. So I'm like, okay, this is all kind of perfect. The Mole Man's in it. He's got a bigger role in Naked Gun than he does in the Fantastic Four. Paul Walter Hauser, that guy's in everything.
Man, that guy is just. He's popping up in a lot of stuff. I read he's got a little shout and murmur in the today's New Yorker, and that's where I got to kind of catch up on who he is.
I think he's playing George Kennedy's son in the movie.
Oh.
And Liam Neeson's playing Dude's son in the movie.
Right.
Which I think is funny. Yeah. Because, I mean, this movie, it's not going to be funny if there's no metatextualness to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Norberg's son's in it, too, and they make an OJ joke about it.
Of course.
So,
I saw that in the trailer.
Yeah. That trailer, the OJ joke in the trailer was, I mean, it was a good joke. So, I mean...
Yeah,
it's like Naked Gun.
So, yeah.
That's the kind of stuff you want.
The Fantastic Four movie, I don't know if you guys... or would be completely surprised by this, but it was about family. And did you know that family is important and worth fighting for? So there you go.
Oh, wow. Just like the Fast and the Furious movies. Two F's.
If you want to, if you want a theme,
if I want to get metatextual about it. No.
It could also, I mean, you could also look at it as, I agree with your family thing, but you could also look at it too. You're only going to work if everybody works together as a team. Probably there's a little bit of that in the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the themes that every movie, like when at the end of making it, somebody goes, what was the theme of this movie? We're going to have to talk about it in interviews.
Yeah.
Family.
Can't go wrong with that one. All right.
Yeah.
And if it's about family, am I right that I just picked up on a fucking TikTok or some shit minutes ago. The Thing never says it's clobbering time, but his brother does when he beats him up, and that's his trauma.
That was in the
last one. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
That was fun. Have you not watched the Trank one?
I have not watched it.
You should watch it. It's the dumbest, darkest of all superhero movies. I can't think of another one that is just darker.
It's equally dark it's dumb and dark in equal measure.
At the same time, yeah. And I mean, like Michael B. Jordan is in it, right, and I almost called him Michael W. Smith, which was a weird pull from my brain.
Yeah,
Christian, more Christian singers there.
I was going to say the whitest guy I can think of.
Yeah. So what was your thoughts on? Well, I don't know. Are we comparing? I guess we're comparing and contrasting the two. What were your thoughts on?
I mean, I could talk more Superman.
I do not have to talk about Fantastic Four. Like it's not even. Something. I can answer your questions about it, but what do you? From moment to moment, I was like, well, this isn't. They're not like dropping the ball per se. There's at one point. Where I questioned a character's motive is like, why would he do that? Why would he do that? Mm-hmm. But Mr. Fantastic comes back to Earth and like gives a press conference and gives up some information that he doesn't need to, and I didn't understand why.
Oh, he told him that Galactus wants to eat Franklin or something.
I guess you already know that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Franklin story.
I'm not. It's a Franklin story.
Yeah, it's a Franklin story.
It's all ate up with. Yeah. It's all ate up with Secret Wars Beyonder stuff. So
yeah, I think it is kind of.
I think they're taking first steps.
Yes.
To tell an actual story.
And I guess and it is, isn't there scenes with a pregnant woman fighting with superpowers? That's kind of that's not been done before. So I guess that's new in this. It's weird to find something new to mind.
Yeah.
But
I guess
pregnant superhero is one of them. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I just it didn't offend me. You're watching, you're like, yeah, this is all fine. Yeah, this is pretty much the characters. It was just, I guess, milquetoast.
We're done with. I think we are as a nation ready to move on from superhero movies. I really do.
I think what you said about the nature of power fantasies is shifting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if?
Yeah.
Well, to compare, yeah, probably. Definitely, right? But the problem with those Marvel movies, I feel like, is they have no actual point of view, right? That's my problem with them. They're just at least Superman had a point of view, and everybody's mad because it's anti-Israel or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah, and that's pretty muted. I think the average person doesn't think about
I think it's pretty muted too. And in fact, there's some people who are probably kidding themselves and probably see more of a Ukraine, Russia analog. I
mean, the guy that was talking to me about it was just an average normie dude.
He was probably online a lot. He probably got. Ben Shapiro probably got him wound up.
Maybe.
I wonder. You got to listen. You got to look at that guy's podcast sheet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe.
He had talking points.
He's okay. Well, I mean, was it obvious or was it not obvious? Because you said before that, it was a little. They looked like a Goebbels cartoon or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, it's either obvious or it's not to people, right? So
I mean,
I don't want to say this, but I pick up on more shit than the average person does.
Right.
Because we talked about Superman once before, but you lost all your audio, James, right?
I did lose all my audio. I don't remember my points. What were my points? I thought it was okay.
I didn't listen because I hadn't seen the movie yet, and I pretty much turned my volume down so I couldn't. I was really.
Well, why did we do it? Just tell us not to do it.
Well, I didn't. Y'all seem to be having fun. I didn't want to get in the way.
I didn't think you cared. I didn't think you cared.
My only gripe about the movie was at the end. There's a little bit of both sidesism that Gunn indulges in a little bit. He has it softly contrasts Maxwell Lord as a good billionaire. He finances the Justice Gang. He's cast as his brother.
Surely that's set. That is true. But surely I think they're setting that up for. Oh. I think he's the villain of.
I don't know.
What's this movie? What's the show coming out?
You think he?
Because it set up
the Peacemaker show.
I think it was setting up the Peacemaker show.
So you think that?
Okay, who's Maxwell Lord? I don't actually know all these DC characters.
Pedro Pascal's played him in a movie,
right? As a bad guy.
Is he a Star Labs guy or what?
Yeah,
I don't know what Maxwell. I don't know what he does in the DC.
He's just an industrial. He's just an industrialist He's just
he's DC's Justin Hammer.
Yes, he's kind of
okay, so he's just another villain that's a rich asshole.
He's like Lex Luthor.
He's a weapons manufacturer.
He's kind of like the Green Arrow to Batman's Batman. How Green Arrow and Batman are basically billionaires with no powers but gadgets. Maxwell Lord is kind of like that to Lex Luthor.
Okay,
he's kind of
because
it's possible that she's the villain or he's the villain of the Supergirl movie because they said that was during the setup time at the end when they're setting up all the different strands of the universe that's coming out.
I guess that would be more interesting if he comes back and dips his finger back into the billionaire villain water. Right. I guess I don't know.
Because he's the one that's funding the the dumbass,
the Justice Gang, yes,
super yeah, the dumbass guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, except Mr. Terrific, who's the second.
Except for Mr. Terrific.
I don't know a lot. I know this from all my other comic book nerds friends. I didn't know who Mr. Terrific was till fucking Glenn was talking.
I think I bought, when we were reading comics in college.
Oh, yeah.
I think I bought the first issue that he was ever in.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that comic has been since then. But yeah,
it was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think David Goyer invented him, I think. The writer, the current writer of some show. Oh, he's the writer of the Blade movie that's not getting done.
Okay.
And I think he does that, what's that show we talk about every 5 years? And with Lee Pace and maybe another Lee Pace.
Oh, yeah.
Foundation. Yeah.
Foundation, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know beforehand y'all both talked up you had a lot of problems with the first act of the movie.
Yeah, I think it's got first act problems.
So what are those? Because
I just think that it gets better as it goes along. I think the acts are successively better. I think the first act is the weakest out of the 3 acts, but I
think it's legitimately got first act problems.
I really like the first act. I like I like the interview. I thought that was a really good setup for Clark and Lois.
Yeah, but it's set up, but it was 25 minutes into the movie. And the stakes got really ratcheted up really high. So, because they don't have any scenes together for the middle hour. And so, it's just little stuff.
Okay. It is.
It really is. It really is that kind of it's like writer's room shit I'm bitching about.
Yeah.
I wish, why did he make Superman makes a definitive decision to step in and start an international incident, but he does it in the minutes leading up to the start of the movie. Let's see him make the decision in the movie. I get that you don't want to do an origin story, and that's fine. But I think you don't want to do the start to the story you're telling is kind of weird.
Starting media race is like a classic way to start a story.
It wasn't media race. It was 5 minutes into the story. It wasn't media race.
What do you think media race is? The story's already happening, and you start in the middle of it.
In the middle,
he just lost the fight.
5 minutes in.
I don't want to see him lose the fight. I like he just lost his fight.
You see him lose 10 fights in this movie.
Well, that's his first fight that he'd ever lost was how you start the movie off, and you didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I wasn't bothered. Bothered with it by the fact that we didn't have to see him pin this caricature up against a cactus.
Well, okay, but are you not bothered by having to listen to 15 other people tell him what the problem was that set it up?
That bothers me more.
Everybody has
that could have been done with a little bit more economy.
That's what I'm saying.
What was the problem?
That's what I'm saying. No, you can show the thing. I mean, you could show it.
Which thing did you need him to show?
They have to explain the international incident 3 times in the first act because he chooses not to show it.
Oh, that he interfered with,
and it's not even. I mean,
I mean,
I call that a first act problem.
I would say he's thinking, it's just like Star Wars with the credit crawl. That's what he's doing.
But it doesn't. That movie starts with capturing Princess Leia. That's what starts the plot.
Yeah, she's been captured. Already captured.
No, she hasn't been. She is captured in the first scene. The data tapes that she has, but we don't know, that's fine. She's got secret intel, and we capture the princess. He makes a decision for the first time in his career to step in on an international water and challenge a sitting nation instead of fighting some monster or kaiju. He decides to fight the government, and he wins, and then they send a supervillain out to him, and the supervillain whoops his ass, but the supervillain is a ringer, and not really the supervillain. It's all and so when he goes back into it, you're just kind of thrown in, and I'm fine with that kind of chaos if this was not the plot. If this was an adventure that if you wanted to start it in the middle of a Superman adventure that's not going to be the main storyline of that's not going to play play a part in the third act, but this does. And so you don't get to see the whole Lex Luthor plan develop because you don't.
You have to figure it out.
Well, I don't think it was a mystery. I mean, I think it was like, oh, Lex Luthor's doing it all. It was behind all this.
Right.
Like, I got that idea the 15 minutes in. I'm just, I'm playing catch up while I don't know. Like, you see, her and him are already together, but you see them not together first, so that you see the role play that they do at work. And then you're like, oh, but they know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been more interesting if you knew that they knew each other, and then they do the role playing scene.
I don't know.
So like, it was just I don't know. It's literally writing quibble. These are like writing quibbles.
I would rather be surprised by it, because it's because you go in with expectations of what a Superman is. And you think they're going to do it where it's
subverting an expectation. I get it.
It's subverting an expectation. So like it's because it's all dealing with kind of it's Superman. We know who Superman is.
I'm sorry. I got last season of Game of Thrones flashbacks there. Because everything they did in that was to subvert your expectations of what they were going to do.
So you don't know, oh, they don't know each other. Oh, they do know each other, so I figured it out. So, like, I didn't need them to have a whole setup. But you didn't figure it out. They just, I know it was there because it's in the marketing. Right. I didn't watch much of the marketing, so I don't know. Like, but I mean...
Well, they're upset by that fact.
Oh, what I wanted to ask Wade was what he thought of Lex Luthor's.
What about I like Lex Luthor just fine.
I do like they did a little corny stuff, like corny old TV stuff with him. Like when Superman comes in and throws his desk up against the wall violent and he doesn't move him. So that's TV stuff. That's good TV. That's like old TV stuff. I like that. But I don't know. I'm trying to remember stuff that stuck with me.
Yeah,
I think I made a point that I think that at this point, James Gunn has developed an official, this is the way James Gunn shoots action.
Yeah.
He's got kind of like a language for that now. I think, what happens in the third act?
I thought the resolution when he actually beats Lex and Lex is like, I thought it was pretty well done. Yeah. I like the payoff. Like the third act, like the resolution was good. Like it was like, oh, and I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I thought they did good stuff with the Lex stuff.
You knew but you knew like the minute they get into the Fortress Assaulted, you knew that Ultraman was a clone. I bet.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they've cloned him, or he's Bizarro. Or I knew that in the ads because they wouldn't. He was called Ultraman, which I know was the Superman 2, from Earth 3.
Earth 3, yeah.
And so I was like, this guy's a clone, and they won't show his face, and so they haven't. Because I knew if it was going to be like some actor, they would have announced it. Like,
right, he's got the long hair, like in whatever the Superman 4 or like when they that awful Reeves one. Or
I thought of Logan. You remember in Logan where he has to fight younger Wolverine for a hot minute?
Oh yeah.
I felt there was I don't know, like I felt like I could see him building the DC universe, so I felt like he had a lot of work to do, you know?
That's what I felt like the first act was. Just it took a while, but it was like, because it was like it was more setting up the world and the franchise in some ways, and like because it did feel like okay, it started with the text crawl basically, which I was there for, and then it tells you he lost his fight, but then it's a lot of like taking time to talk about the geopolitical thing, and then we're taking time to set up the Lois and Clark relationship, and then we're setting up that all these superheroes exist, and that there's the Justice Gang, and that they are also doing other stuff, and that's not a big deal to have a big bug fight in the sky going on behind everything.
I liked that. I think I liked that.
A lot of plate spinning, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of plate spinning.
And I liked that, just even if it wasn't like setting up the universe, if this was like the only time they were going to do this, I did like that it's a world with a lot of, it's like Astro City.
Yeah.
You remember that? Like, it has that feel to it, where just shit's always going on. It's a very clustered world, and that I find fun and is really comic booky and a part of the joy of reading these stories. But I liked it.
And that Gunn, for all his edginess, like the main thing was like he just fucking understood the character.
Yeah.
That Superman is a dork.
Yeah.
And he's a Boy Scout, okay. And I was worried that Gunn was going to, because Gunn likes to do edgelord shit,
Yes.
Yeah, that's his favorite mode. He's a dirty comedy. He's a dirty comedy guy, and he's good at that. Like,
and he's good at it, and
he's got a good hand on it,
and he somehow like made Superman fit with that. Even like look like he's a dork that likes these shitty pop punk bands. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Like that's endearing. That's an endearing thing about him. Yeah. Whatever. And like, okay, all right. So yeah, especially and having this other dad tell me that he didn't like this one, but he loved Man of Steel. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Like I said, I bet you can tell what podcast he listens to.
Yeah, maybe.
So, he might have been a Snyderverse campaigner.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't think he has it in them to care enough to be a Snyder, but he's like, I like sci-fi and he likes doorstop because he told me some books I needed to read. And like, he didn't like Dune. I was like, okay, that's a good thing.
Were they vaguely right-wing writers?
I have no idea because I don't know.
You should read this book called Starship Troopers.
Yeah, no.
No, that's too right-wing. Okay, so I'm in the soft. I've spent some time in the last week in the soft conservative world, and I do believe that most of them are British. The soft conservative world of people who make content about classic stoicism.
Oh, yes.
Because I was like needing to learn some stuff about Zeno of Critias. Right. Yeah, and so there is like the real soft, and I mean that is like a soft, like it's like the most. If someone's a conservative, being one of them stoic conservatives, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm drowning in their world. They're all like little British Tories that are like, Marcus Aurelius said that, and it's all this kind of shit. And so it's I've had to like be a little bit adjacent to that.
Interesting.
It's some of my like because it's I can deal with it, but it is these people that are just kind of really into these classical thinkers. And I'm trying to get like because I know my way around classical thinkers for the most part. I'm not stymied by their arguments, and so I'm like, like it's just weird to find, I don't know, educated conservatives, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of them left. Like.
Yeah, and so there is sort of like they're my favorite, the stoic conservatives. I do think there's a gross version of it that's probably getting TikToked up, but they're not the ones telling me about Zeno of Critias's beliefs on physics or whatever.
It's like that tweet I sent from 2019.
What was it about?
Left-wing intellectuals on right-wing intellectuals. Yeah. Wow, look at these fun weirdos. I'm going to make a special scrapbook of their ideas. Oh my God, do I have a crush? Like you describing British conservatives.
I do that with American conservatives too.
Yeah.
They're much more buffoonish than these British folks.
Right-wing intellectuals on left-wing intellectuals.
Yeah.
Look, these guys are all Jews.
Yes. So, I guess like the Fantastic Four is kind of like, I don't know. I don't think it solves any of Marvel's real problems. I don't know what they're gonna do, guys. I think they're gonna drive it. I think they're gonna handle this poorly. This turn that they're trying to do,
right? And
I guess the point is to like they're gonna keep it in. Well, I thought their plan was probably to keep it in the Fantastic Four universe. So both now DC and Marvel have this far from removed kind of not real world setting. Because that Fantastic Four, every critic, like when they had to say like 5 good things about the movie, they always liked the setting, this retro futurist world that Fantastic Four takes place in. Was that nice to you?
Me?
Did you like that?
No.
That it took place in Tomorrowland?
No.
Does it end in Tomorrowland, or does it come back with like a cameo of Doom? And then I know. No, Doom
man,
shows up.
They stay in their dimension and their Earth the whole time. So,
but if you stay to the end of Thunderbolts, you know that they did come to the Marvel universe.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard that.
But the end of Thunderbolts is them seeing the Fantastic Four ship fly into Earth's orbit.
That's weird because they didn't leave their Earth in the movie. That's what makes it weird.
I think
it's almost like they don't think these things out.
Well, I think that Doctor Doom, but they put Doctor Doom at the end of the Fantastic Four.
Right.
So I think maybe the idea is that Doom
It's gonna pull them in or something.
Yeah, I think that I know this. I don't know why I follow this shit because I'm obsessed with it. But but not the movies, just the industry at this point.
Right.
They're filming the. I don't know. They were filming a scene like Eben Moss of Baccarat was seen on set with Bucky. With Bucky. I do think that the first scenes will probably be they're trying to stop Doctor Doom and they had to come to this universe or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, okay, so I have a Benjamin Sisko gripes about the how the past is represented, I guess, sometimes.
It's too rote. If we could have the past without,
Ben Sisko
I'm
talking about that
the casino.
It's weird because it wasn't like that. So why? Who's benefiting from never showing how it was like? I guess that's what I'm like.
Well, it wasn't. It's not set in the 60s. It's set in the modern day in a universe where that feeling kept going.
Yeah, it's.
And exactly
the same. I mean, this
without the problems of the past, persisting into the present, right? So
it's the why is because it's the classical age of America. It will go down as the classical age of America, and just like Greece, when they had their classical age, and everything's got to go back to there's that painting of Plato arguing with Aristotle or whatever, and it's supposed to be the symbol of the height of human thinking. But yeah, it was a slave society. A third of their percentage of the citizens of Athens could vote. That's not democracy,
right?
And so I get all of that. But I do think there's this urge to set it, and the only thing that we Americans can envision that feels that kind of cozy is some sort of retro that world,
right? And
what's the other thing that really plays with that? Fallout really plays with that too,
right?
Where Fallout's what if the 50s took place in a post-apocalyptic world?
Right? But Fallout is, at least in the original games, and even in the Bethesda, it's it has a little bit of but shit was actually fucked up.
But it's not the actual 50s, is it?
No, I mean, but there's there's a things aren't actually perfect in a way that I feel like a Disney Marvel movie is not going to hit. They're not,
Well, because it's a horror. I mean, I guess you're right, but
that's that's the Benjamin Sisko of it all.
But there's there's no racism.
I mean, there might that thing gets really addressed because
there's not kicking black people out of the fallout shelters. There's black people in the fallout shelters,
right?
It's just using that vibe as a pastiche,
right?
It's because I think it's going to go down as America's golden age, and I think it'll probably I bet we get one of those every couple of years where something's gonna what if the future but 50s.
Right, but the whole premise of Fallout with the shelters and everything is that there's this fucked up undercurrent that they're actually running experiments on everything, and everybody Whereas I don't know, I haven't seen the Super Fantastic Four movie, but it's kind of more of the rosy picture of
Well, I think probably science heroes changed the course of America, right?
They don't.
That's what I'm guessing.
This is all too anodyne. They don't go into idiot.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're.
Everything is. It's it's the production design is.
What is. Yeah. At some point, America's cultural progress got sort of shifted. There was a turning point, and I guess it's. Is there other superheroes?
No.
Or just the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, just them.
Yeah, I mean, the whole premise of Fallout is there's a certain amount of camp for that idealized golden age that they were living in, but it's a post-apocalypse horror that you're experiencing, that's where it's with the retrofuturism. That's not, there's not even that undercurrent in what it sounds like the retrofuturism of like the Fantastic
But
Four universe.
But the undercurrent isn't of the era. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not like the Fallout shelters weren't built in the 50s. They're just like the 50s. It's a pastiche. Well, so it's not actually addressing the horrors of the 1950s and 1960s.
Right. It's just evoking.
Yeah.
It's like a strainer, straining out the.
And so in that way, they're alive.
The nuclear horror is kind of evoking that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. So, but yeah, I think that's why you're going to see more and more of that. Is it's going to be a time where
and I just bristle against that because I know.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like it's like I just wonder about like who benefits from what makes me bristle is not that they did it or that they had like the urge to do it. Is it like
no one bristles, and that's why they do it. I mean, I think maybe you.
And I think that bothers me.
Yeah,
I think we should, and I think maybe the Benjamin Sisko, that speech that he gave.
To Cassidy and the
I think it probably made a bigger impression on me than I even realized then about not forgetting what things were actually like for
well, that's the thing, like because fucking Ira Bear was ready to do like the Rockin' 60s was funny, and then Benjamin Sisko or Avery Brooks comes in
I couldn't
as Mr. Brooks and says like, wait, guys, I can't stand by this, and just ignore the and so they have to put that scene in. Like nobody's doing that to fucking Feige, right?
Yeah,
I guess that's probably true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I think they also. I mean, it seems like the MO is to rip off the Incredibles, right? Just do the base thing. Everybody says Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four film, so just make that. Oh, and I feel like they kind of did that, right?
Now that you mention, I guess you're right. That's kind of what, but it still doesn't have. It's still not better than the Incredibles. But I guess you're right.
Which is made by an actual conservative filmmaker, Brad Bird.
Right.
So,
is he really?
He's on my shit list. He's been on my shit list for a while. I think he's a
really.
He's a kind of. I mean, he's a soft conservative. He's a literate conservative. But yeah, I think all of his movies are about how we need to glide the path for the exceptional, and I think that's true in all of his movies, from Tomorrowland to. I don't know. I haven't seen Iron Giant. I know I haven't seen Iron Giant.
Me neither.
But I think that's in Tomorrowland. That's in The Incredibles. That's in Ratatouille.
I've never seen Iron Giant either. I think I was hanging out with you instead of seeing Iron Giant. Like we were
probably.
Adults. Like I don't know what to tell you. It's some things it's okay that some things pass us by.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I find him in that way, that I think that he thinks, that we should grease the path for the exceptional. He's a soft conservative.
He's a Rand guy.
Yeah.
That's the people.
Well, I don't know if I don't know if he's wrote a paper. I think half of these guys, and I'm pretty sure this is true about Zack Snyder, I think it's just a book they've heard about. And some girlfriend described it to them once, and they think it's cool because they think it's that we need to grease the path for the exceptional. And that's what makes America great, is we can all rise. I can make it. I could steel man the argument for them, but I think that half the time it just appeals to these guys. You don't actually know that she was actually a founder of a really weird fucking political movement, and all of this is I think it's politics for people who don't have politics, and philosophy for people who don't have philosophy. Right. So I for a certain type of guy, and so I think they say that it's a big book. She wrote a big book, a famous big book. So talking about it is, I don't know. I guess it's a little bit like that guy in Eddington who looked up Angela Davis so he could say something about her,
right,
to that girl. I wonder how much of these Rand guys, but not Brad Bird. I think he feels it.
Yeah,
which is fine. I would prefer conservative movies to make conservative filmmakers to make conservative movies. I'm fine with that. and I can shit on them when they do. I'm sure Graham hates Andor for very complicated reasons. So yeah,
man, I still think about that. I'm surprised at how much I think about that show.
That show it's still like, yeah, it's the best. Yeah, it's been the most enjoyable thing. I mean, this has been a good year for me watching things. So, and that was definitely one of them. So our boy Innocent Finchy from The Office played Galactus, and it was a practical effect. It's not just CGI bullshit, or it's not completely CGI bullshit.
I mean, I don't see how it couldn't be CGI. What do you mean?
He said he was like, they built him, unlike Iron Man, who never wore a suit. He actually wore the suit. Like, they made him a Galactus suit. And
yeah, I can kind of see that.
And he has to walk around a little he had to play Godzilla in a little, like,
sure.
I guess so that they had to get the macro photography right because of how they were blowing it up versus the small. I don't know. I'm sure it's a technical reason. Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff worked visually. Yeah. I mean, that's not, I think Marvel got hit real hard with a few complaints over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
One of them is like, we don't care about any of these stories.
Yeah.
And the other one is the visuals look awful.
Yeah, it's too dark and the CGI is shit. Like,
yeah.
Right. And that's not the case with this. So I guess that's a win.
Yeah.
I guess.
They have a good look. That's what every rule is like. Marvel finally made a good looking movie.
Yeah.
I guess Eternals look good too. I really do.
Yeah, but nobody liked the Eternals.
Oh, I know. I watched it last year. Last time I watched it while I was in the hospital.
I watched it.
Did you guys really want to see a Franklin story though?
No.
Like when you knew that they were going to be making one of these.
No, I've seen The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Well, is he a baby or is he what is he?
Oh, is he a baby?
Yeah,
he's a baby, but he's also a MacGuffin. I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean. So it's not like it's not a Franklin story, and like I gotta listen to him a lot.
Well, you just have to listen to everybody talk about him.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite X-Men stories was the X-Men and Fantastic Four had a crossover that was very Franklin centric.
Yes,
and I read it as a dumb kid, so I don't know. Maybe I bonded. I don't. That's not a definite deal breaker with me, but I just also don't give too much shits about the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I feel like.
Right.
I mean, I don't really either, but like I feel like Franklin's story is after you've already told other Fantastic Four stories and you run out of juice.
Yeah,
give him a baby, right?
Yeah,
and he's a special baby. He's the be all end all of the Marvel universe, baby.
Right.
Oh shit. He's gonna be played by like Timothy Chalamet or something in that Secret Wars, isn't he?
Probably.
Yeah. Everybody says Pedro Pascal's kind of miscast in this.
Oh, I didn't feel that. I thought the casting was fine. Everybody did fine.
And then I don't know, how did the stretchy, because that's never looked good on film.
Well,
Stretchy Man has never looked good. Did it look good?
I mean, did they go out of way to not have him stretch all that much?
Yes, that's what it was. He didn't do it very much.
They always cop out.
Yeah, he did. Everything was.
Yeah, it's like he's a stretchy guy. Make him. Yeah,
I hate everything was a safe move, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if anybody can make it look good to my eye. I think it is.
No, it's like they don't ever want to put a mask on any superheroes, but like I read enough comic books, I want them to be in a mask.
Right.
Shit on those fucking
I hate watching
Deadpool movies all you want. At least he's wearing the mask most of the time.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that stretchy stuff.
Yeah,
and actually, I hate the mask stuff too. I think that's why I don't like watching. I like watching people's faces a lot, and I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like a lot of animation. I can only take so much of it in my life, and one of which is because I can't I really I don't know. I really drink deep on the actors' faces.
Sure.
Okay. So
it's like the most human thing about it. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. And you can really tell some good. That's what good acting is and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get why they always have an excuse to have a mask come off a guy, but it's like, for me, watching a movie, I'm always taken out like, oh, yeah, the producers really wanted this actor to not have a mask on so we see his face. But like, if this were a real superhero story, he'd be in a mask. So it always takes me out of it a little bit. Maybe it's a problem. Maybe we need less superhero movies.
Right. I was gonna say,
so yeah, there's a solution. Yeah.
It's a medium type situation.
There you go. I think it's a problem with the medium.
The strength of the comics as a medium is that you could do something like that.
Right. I never got mad because Wolverine wasn't wearing his mask because Logan's never wearing a mask all that much in the comics.
All the X-Men spend a lot of time outside of their mask.
Exactly. So, fine.
It's almost like, why do they put it on? Like, they don't have secret identities.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I kind of, I guess that's Bryan Singer around that territory. Take all the masks off.
Right.
And I spent the whole time looking at Mr. T's crazy mask. Mr. Terrific's crazy. I was like, and thinking about how he puts it on, and like, does he have to
double-sided tape and then the grease paint?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then he's got a black. He's still got a black. Like, if his TikTok, get ready for me to fight crime, like where he's putting on the, like, that's gotta like take forever. Like
he's dipping his face in the ice. And,
It's a silly. That's a silly conceit. Right there, that somebody has tea for a mask.
I mean, his whole costume is ridiculous. I mean,
straight from
the comics. And like, I like.
It's the most straight from the comics thing ever.
Yeah, right.
He's a golden age character. Mr. Terrific is a golden age character, a white guy.
Right.
And his gimmick was in the old comics is he was for fair play, which is why his arms say fair play. And so and he was in the JSA.
He'd switch sides.
Or he would stop fighting if he felt that would be ganging up on the bad guys.
Right.
So, which is very Goku of him in a way.
Right.
But it's not the smartest guy in the room type move either.
Yeah, they dropped that for the new guy, but he still says fair play on his shoulders.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird holdover.
It's funny because because it's like, it's for the comic book nerds. There you go. But like, do they care? I don't know. But I liked the character in the movie. I liked his whole thing. I didn't know the character, but he's like, I don't do emotion.
He's all right.
He's a little,
he
gets Spock with it. Like, so I like what they did with him. I mean, for a character that nobody, like, no normies know anything about, they spent a lot of time with him, and like,
right.
Okay. But
I mean, let's be we're deep in the woods on the normies not knowing anything about these characters,
right? But like,
they made a Moon Knight show,
yeah, right. Well, I mean, yeah, but they didn't do a movie with Superman that where like a third of it's with this character you don't know. But like, who cares? Like, they established what his deal is. His characterization came through. He's like, he's really super smart, and he doesn't. He's like, I don't do emotions. He's like, don't talk. And so I was like, okay. And they had jokes that worked.
Hot Girl didn't get anything.
Yeah, she was a little bit raw.
But this is like the 50th movie in a row where Hot Girl doesn't get anything to do.
Yeah,
None of these DC women have any fucking characterization. Nope. And like, it's the hardest thing.
I don't like how they're going to go with Supergirl either. I don't want to see trauma pill stuff.
Oh, are they doing trauma-filled stuff? Or she just seemed like they're doing.
Well, she's a drunken mess because of her trauma.
Tom King stuff. They're doing the Tom King.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that actress is pretty good. She was on the first season of House of the Dragon.
Like a party girl, Supergirl, I don't have a problem with. But like, if we make it all about trauma and it's all dark and shit, I don't need that either.
I'm sure she's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's funny.
Right. We'll see how
I'm sure that's how you contrast the messy bitch part.
Right,
I like that she's a messy bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I love a messy bitch. None of these DC women are messy bitches. So that could be fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting to. I don't know. I think I'm done with them. I think this is a little bit of like, I see that this is gonna kind of probably what's gonna happen with superhero movies is they're not gonna die like the musical died. That's what, it's not the mid 60s where the musical just died on the vine. Right. It's like a huge Hollywood thing. I think it will get shuttled down to a genre, and probably a cheaper and cheaper genre to produce.
Right.
And so it'll just kind of be like St. Louis. Like the stuff will still be there, but each year it'll be a little less nice than it used to be.
Right.
Like there's a decline.
Yeah.
And
I'm okay with superhero movies existing, but like if they're not like what everything's chasing, then great.
Yeah.
For kids.
I think that's yeah, for kids. But I don't even like the kid. Like the movie the kids are all talking about this summer is the K-pop Demon Hunters or whatever. Yeah. So so like I don't know. Like I think anime is probably Maybe I don't know how you do live action. I don't know. Anime is taking all these viewers,
right?
And they're probably taking them into formats where they don't pay a lot of money for their anime,
Right.
And Americans aren't producing it, so they don't have to make anime. Doesn't have to make its money back in America like a superhero movie does.
Right.
So in a way,
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I see people like. Anime people in Japan are trying to unionize, but I don't know enough to talk about all that stuff.
I don't know anything about Japanese politics. Yeah. But I will say that I think that I don't know if superhero movies are for the kids, and I think that's the problem.
No, I mean they're not right now. That's why people don't like. Oh, I like that Zack Snyder one. Like,
but I don't know if they became that overnight. If kids would like them,
right? Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
That's what I wonder.
Oh, there's a little bit of the appeal that you're seeing something just a little bit out of reach, for you. Like you're seeing something grown up.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, I just don't know if kids like superheroes like they used to, or they do, but they do it in this anime formats. And
right.
To be honest with you, meme energy is like sucked a lot. Like I bet if you go back and talk to kids, like. In 40 years, all of the 50-year-old losers will be talking about, do you remember Bombadillo Crocodilo in the summer where we said that over and over again? Or do you remember Chicken Jockey? Or do you, like it won't be pertaining to these like media items that they watch, but these memes that they watch.
All right.
Inside jokes.
And we liked it then too, but it was like, hey the Vern guy. It was kind of, Pee-wee was a little bit of a meme for a while. Yeah. But like, well, I guess he had a show and movie at least, but like the Hey Vern guy, like just things that people talk about without there being a specific.
Ernest P. Worrell?
Yeah.
Also had a movie. Ernest Goes to Camp was big.
Yeah, but after he was a meme. Maybe Crocodile Bombadillo needs a movie.
I don't even know that one.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Yes. You don't know Tralaleo Tralala?
I certainly don't.
Tong 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 sahur. It's like AI thing. I guess somebody's been making AI slop.
Right.
And then putting Italian, giving them these mock Italian names. And then the kids just ate it up. Yeah. Like the kids have just been eating it up for months now.
Yeah, slightly racist, but not really.
Yeah, but Italian.
Well, okay. What is it? It's never racist to do an Italian accent.
That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of memes,
that's right.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta go. My dog is done. So I will talk to you guys in the morning.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you.